this video, I want to share with you my 10 minimalist bathroom products. These are all eco-friendly, sustainable items that have replaced the plastic versions that I used to own. Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. So today I wanted to share with you the progress that I've made on my plastic-free eco journey, the toiletries or the personal care items that I have swapped over from my plastic alternatives that I used to use. They're all, like I said, low waste, eco-friendly, sustainable, and obviously plastic free. So let's just get straight into it. Okay, so number one is going to be an item that I have mentioned previously quite a lot, and I'm sure that I'm going to continue mentioning it in future videos, and that is my famous olive oil bar soap. So this one here, not really much to show. I've said it before, it's nothing fancy, it's nothing particularly special. It is a pure olive oil soap. I absolutely love this soap. All of the times that I've mentioned this in the past have been with regards to the other uses that I've gotten out of it. So I've obviously raved about how economical it is. I buy an entire bar for under £2. I actually have the box here. So this is the box itself. So yeah, made from pure unrefined olive oil, and it is vegan and not tested on animals and contains no artificial colours or perfumes. So this bar of soap is my favourite all-time thing. I've mentioned it in a previous video. I believe it was called my 3 basic essentials. It has served me really well for all sorts of things, but yes, in today's video, actually, strangely, the purpose that I've never mentioned it for, which is what it was originally bought for, was to replace shower gel. So yeah, this is my body wash. As I said, I love it so much. It's really great for me personally because I have super sensitive skin. And so, yes, it's not irritating, it's not drying, it contains no essential oils, it contains no additives or other nasties. So yeah, definitely in at number 1. I've talked about it more than enough in previous videos. It is just a bar of soap, but I absolutely love it. So yes, this is my replacement for body wash or shower gel. So number 2 on the list is going to be my Argan Oil. Now, I have also mentioned this in my previous video about my 3 basic essentials. This is something that I couldn't live without either. This is actually just the small dropper bottle that I decant it into, just for ease of use. But this is actually the original bottle. So it is the Neal's Yard brand. I hope that you can see this. So it's organic, pure argan oil, and it comes in a glass bottle. It just comes with a screw top lid. So that's why I decant it into this little amber glass dropper bottle, which I find is much more convenient, probably more hygienic as well. My argan oil, I've mentioned it previously. Again, due to my sensitive skin, this was my replacement for moisturiser or serums or day and night creams and things like that. So this was what I transferred over to. Obviously it comes in a glass bottle, so it's eco-friendly. I like to reuse the bottles as well, so there's very little waste, if none at all. I've tried multiple brands of argan oil, and I've also tried different types of oils. I've also tried alternatives to moisturisers, so other natural alternatives as well. And basically, along my journey, I've kind of done a lot of trial and error with different things, and argan oil has ended up being the most suitable for my skin. I've mentioned I have really sensitive skin. I've mentioned that I also have a skin condition called lupus. So my lupus is the cutaneous version. It unfortunately flares up particularly in summer months, and also I have dry skin. So actually, argan oil is the only thing that I have found personally to agree with my skin. I've tried lots of different products, like I say, lots of different natural alternatives, lots of different oils, and unfortunately my skin kind of reacts to most things, even natural things, it is really unfortunate and it is really difficult. But actually, in line with my minimalist lifestyle, I'm not particularly bothered anymore about having lots of different products. I actually used to own lots of different serums and moisturisers and toners and all sorts of things, and actually I kind of cut everything down. I eventually found this Neal's Yard Argan Oil. I will always look at different suppliers potentially, but the quality is very good. They align with my values. They have obviously great ethos. They support the area in which where the argan oil is sourced from, so the production of it. And yes, I don't want to change it because my skin gets on with it really well. And yes, I do struggle to find skin products that don't cause a reaction and that my skin are happy with. So yes, at number 2, rambling already, sorry, at number 2 is my argan oil. Okay, so at number 3 is going to be my replacement for plastic disposable shavers, and that is my wooden handled metal safety razor. Hope you can see that here. This is from a brand called Naked Necessities. And it also came with a little pack of 5 blades as well. So I did purchase this from Holland & Barrett. I have mentioned in the past how I am aware that Holland & Barrett is possibly not the most ethical or sustainable supplier that you could source things from, but at the time this is where I did get most of my things from. It became kind of my go-to when I was starting out on my journey. You know, I've come a long way from that now. I tend to try and buy things from the brand directly, or I also use websites which I've mentioned in the past, such as Boobaloo and also Peace with the Wild. They're great, eco-friendly, plastic-free websites. So yeah, without repeating too much about Holland & Barrett, there are more eco-friendly places to shop, but the brand itself, Naked Necessities, is brilliant. Lovely wooden handle, entirely plastic-free metal safety razor, comes with the blade. Did take me a little bit of getting used to, but yes, I think it's really precious. And yeah, this is in at number 3, my replacement for plastic disposable razors. Okay, so in at number 4 is also an item that I've mentioned in my previous video about my 3 basic essentials, and that is reusable, washable period wear. So obviously I no longer use disposable tampons or disposable panty liners or pads. They're incredibly damaging for the planet. They're also rather unhealthy for us as well. So tampons can leach certain chemicals internally. Panty liners obviously and pads unfortunately contain plastic, and they're not very healthy either. They are incredibly wasteful. They're a single-use item. So yes, my replacement for disposable sanitary wear is my period pants. So like I say, I've mentioned them in a video previously. Hope you can see them there. So they've got a nice kind of detail along the top just to make them a little bit more fancy. So yeah, they've got a great leak-proof padding inside them. These are absolutely brilliant. I actually have the box here to show you the brand. They're called Flux. So yeah, I also purchased these from Holland & Barrett. Again, you can buy reusable period pants from lots of different places. Plenty of eco-friendly brands are now making these. Again, I personally just purchased them from Holland & Barrett way back at the start of my journey about 2.5 years ago. They were on offer at the time, so I purchased several of them so that I can rotate them in between washes, and they're brilliant. I absolutely love them. I do also occasionally use reusable pads that clip into your pants or your knickers. Personally, don't get on with them as well as I do these period pants. I find that they can move around in your knickers. They're not as comfortable. They are absorbent and they do the job that they're supposed to, but I just find these more convenient. I find them more comfortable. They are more discreet. They're not really that ugly, and I get on much better with them. I also, in the past, have occasionally used a menstrual cup as well. Again, don't find it as convenient or as practical as the pants. For some reason, it seems to leak a little. I'm still doing research on ways to try and prevent that, but overall I would say that this would be definitely my go-to for replacing disposable period wear. Okay, so number 5 is my replacement for toothpaste. So my plastic-free replacement is this one here. This is by G Organics, a fairly popular brand in terms of plastic-free dental care. So this is vegan, cruelty-free, zero waste. The packaging is cardboard obviously, so it's compostable at the end of its life. This is a natural tooth soap. So I have mentioned in a previous video, probably something I shouldn't have admitted to you, but that is that I did try out using my famous olive oil bar soap as a toothpaste. So it wasn't very pleasant. This is actually meant to be used, you know, so this is a specifically made for your teeth. It has a minty scent, it's activated charcoal. So this is what it looks like. It's just a block of soap really, a bit of the foam residue on there. You just wet your brush and rub the bristles in. It's going to last me ages and ages and ages. It's going to last me forever. So a really economical alternative, environmentally friendly. So yeah, this is the one that I use at the moment. Georganics is again another brand that really aligns with my values. I love their ethos. Of course, they represent everything that I believe in and that I'm passionate about. But would I use this one again? I'm not entirely sure. I do like to trial different brands and different products and try out different sustainable options until I find one that I'm happy with. I did also previously use their toothpaste, so that came in a glass jar with a metal lid. I'll pop a photo up of what that one looks like. I probably won't use this again, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's very effective. It tastes okay. It's not the best taste in the world, but it is very effective. It's a great product. Georganics is a great brand. And so yeah, I'm not sure whether I'll use it again. I maybe want to try tooth tabs next, but yeah, this is my plastic-free alternative to toothpaste. Okay, so I'm going to put 6 and 7 together because they are from the same brand, and that is my deodorant and also my lip balm. So the deodorant that I use is this one here from a brand called Sense. So I absolutely love this brand. This is the best deodorant that I have ever come across. I've tried lots of different deodorants. I've tried making my own. Back at the start of my journey 2.5 years ago, I was making my own with coconut oil and baking soda, which is quite a typical homemade DIY deodorant. I didn't get on too well with the ratios of that, and I think by the end, trial and erroring, that's not really a word, but you know, trying out different things, I wanted to find something that was slightly more convenient but that was still natural. I tried different alternatives and I tried different brands, and eventually this is the brand that I ended up with. It's the one that suits me the most. It's a lovely smell. They do a range of different fragrances, so naturally fragranced. This is a clary sage one. And then so the lip balm that they do is this one here. Now this is actually their new packaging. It's still cardboard, again, still compostable. Absolutely, I just love it. Plastic free, vegan. And yeah, so this is their lip balm, but this is the Jojoba Pure range that they do. So this is essential oil free, which is perfect for me. I don't like putting essential oils on my face. They also do a deodorant and a body balm and a hand balm and a face balm. They actually really kindly sent me some free goodies a couple of months ago, which I was really grateful for. They're a lovely local family run business and all of their products are handmade. I love their values, I love their ethos. Again, like I've just mentioned with my previous products, they are definitely a brand that appeal to me. And yes, so I'm really grateful for the goodies that they sent me. I'll pop a photo up of those. I will link their website in the description box down below, so go and check out their brand. So in at number 6 and 7 together, because it's the same brand, is my deodorant replacement. Absolutely the best deodorant I've ever used. You only need a tiny little bit. Sorry, I haven't actually even showed you what it looks like. You only need a tiny little bit, so it's like a stick roll-on form, and it smells amazing. It's really effective, and like I say, it is the best one that I've found so far, and I'll definitely be sticking with it. And then the lip balm, same thing. I use this every single day, and it's so moisturizing, so lovely, and just so pure and natural. So yeah, those are my plastic-free deodorants and lip balms. Okay, so in at number 8, I've mentioned this in a previous video about hair care tips, and that is my wooden hairbrush. So this is, oh, wrong way up. This is from a brand called Eco Living. So the bristles are also entirely wooden. I mentioned in my video about how plastic hairbrushes are quite damaging on our hair. They snag, they pull the hair, they cause breakage, so wooden bristles is definitely the way to go. I absolutely love this brush. I think it's really beautiful. I could never go back to using a plastic hairbrush, or I could never go back to using any of these items in their plastic version, but I could never go back to using a plastic hairbrush. I feel like I'm caring for my hair much better with this. You can get this brand from lots of different green websites, as I call them. I believe that I bought this from Boobaloo. I could be wrong. I may have bought it from Peace with the Wild, but I will double check that for you, and I'll pop the link, as I said, in the description below. You can buy this brand on different websites. I'm assuming you can buy it from them directly as well. But yes, this is my replacement for plastic hairbrushes. Oh, and I also have a wooden comb that I'll pop a photo up of, and I use that in the shower. That replaces obviously a plastic comb. I don't use that as often, but yes, I do also have a wooden comb as well. So number 9 is my replacement for disposable makeup remover wipes. Now, I actually don't wear makeup anymore, so I am going to explain a little bit about all the uses that I have for these. But yes, my replacement back along when I used to use disposable makeup wipes, and also when I used to actually use makeup, my replacement was these. So these are my little washable, of course, reusable cotton pads. They look like this. This one's looking a little bit old. I just keep reusing the same one over and over again. It comes in a lovely little cotton pouch. These are still all brand new. They're lovely and soft. So yes, these are cotton reusable makeup remover pads. Like I say, I don't actually wear makeup anymore, but if I do, on the rare occasion that I do, which is generally only a bit of mascara, a couple of times a year, I get them wet, and then I just dab some of my Argan Oil on the pad, and I gently use that to break down the makeup and gently remove it, and it works really well. So again, I'm minimizing completely the amount of products that I own. Most of what I own is multi-purpose. I've always mentioned about how I love versatility in items, and so yes, I did buy these again from Holland & Barrett. You can most definitely get them from other suppliers. I know that you can get them on Etsy and handmade, so yes, there are better options than Holland & Barrett, but these are, yeah, they're really good. The other thing that I use them for is as a replacement for exfoliant. So I also cut out things such as face scrubs and all sorts of different lotions and products. So what I actually use them for at the moment, because like I said, I don't wear makeup, is as a gentle exfoliant. So I went through a phase of trying out lots of different alternatives to obviously the plastic bottles of face scrub or exfoliants. I tried natural alternatives. I tried your typical brown sugar and oil mixture, and also coffee grounds, and they worked well. But what I discovered through research along the way, and this is just my own personal experience, this won't apply to everybody. I know that lots of people's skin is a lot more tolerant than mine, but actually research that I found was saying that external exfoliants such as grounds and sugar granules and things like that, they actually can cause micro tears. So the skin on our face is actually a lot thinner than the skin on the rest of our body. It's a lot more delicate. And so using kind of exfoliants like that is really quite harsh, and it can cause tiny little micro tears that we can't really see. But what this really basically does is it can accelerate early wrinkles, and it's just generally a little too harsh for the delicate skin on our face. So that was the research that I found. I know that some people still use natural alternatives such as coffee grounds, and that's absolutely fine. There's no judgment from me on people's different methods. My skin, as I've said, is very sensitive, and also, you know, I do want to take care of the skin on my face. It is a lot more delicate than the rest of our body. So very gently, this is what I occasionally use in the shower. Get it wet, obviously, and I use this as a gentle exfoliant kind of face scrub, but yes, also as my replacement for disposable makeup remover pads. Okay, and so the final item that I'm going to share with you in this video, I've purposefully left this until the end in at number 10, because this item actually isn't plastic free, but I do still consider this to be a really sustainable, more natural swap, in my opinion. So that is, it's rather large, so so that is my 5 litre pump container of hair conditioner. So I've been on a real journey with regards to my hair. I went no poo 2.5 years ago at the start of my journey. I tried lots of different alternatives, and I'm going to do a video separately on my hair washing method. I don't want to elongate this video any more than it needs to with a different topic. I know I have a tendency sometimes to go off on a bit of a tangent, so I will make a different separate video on my hair care routine and the journey and the different things that I trialed out. But I'm including this one on the list because although it isn't plastic free, this is a recycled plastic container. Obviously it's a 5 litre bulk container, so the larger the container the more eco-friendly it is, and you can actually return this to them. I believe it's called loop production, so you can return it to them and they'll reuse it in their production cycle. I did give myself a really hard time about this before I purchased it. I trialed lots of different alternatives. I really did try to come up with something that was more sustainable, but actually as I've gone along my kind of no poo hair journey, I've ended up co-washing. So that's what this conditioner is actually for. I use it to wash my hair, and it also obviously serves as a conditioner at the same time. So it is a 2-in-1. Co-washing is something that there's all sorts of information about it online. I've done lots of research before I got to co-washing. I've only been co-washing for I think about 5 months now, but it has ended up being the most suitable thing for me. And I think it's important to not give ourselves a hard time. Obviously I'm including it in this list, as I say, even though it is a plastic item, I still believe that it is a far more sustainable swap. I don't use shampoo, so I've eliminated the need for an extra product anyway. As I said, it's recycled, you can return it to them. It's 99% natural, there's no SLS or parabens. Faith in Nature are a really quite popular brand. They do sell products in plastic, so I will be looking at potentially finding maybe an even more sustainable brand, but of course this is going to last me a long time. So yeah, I use it to wash my hair. I found that shampoo actually was quite drying, so shampoo and conditioner way back along was what I eliminated first, and then I tried bars, I tried natural alternatives, but like I said, I won't go into detail about that now. But yes, so this is my 2-in-1. It washes my hair and obviously conditions it at the same time. It works really well for me. It's something that I did give myself a bit of a hard time over, and I kind of deliberated as to whether I was taking a step backwards, but I'm really happy with it. It works for me, and I think it's important to, you know, recognise the progress that we have made, and, you know, we can't all be perfect. So yes, in at number 10 is my hair conditioner. Okay, so there you have it. Hopefully you're still watching. If you are, thank you for coming right to the end of the video. I hope that you found this helpful. So those were all my 10 sustainable plastic-free swaps that I've made over the past 2.5 years. I'm really happy as to where I've gotten to with this amount of products. It's very minimal, they're all natural, and I'm really happy with the progress that I've made. In general, these are the 10 things that I use daily or weekly, so I hope that you've found this useful. As always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I'm really grateful for your support, and it helps me to grow and hopefully gain more confidence on camera. I know that I'm still umming and ahhing a lot and I'm quite shy, but I'm getting there. So yes, I thank you for your support. Take care and stay safe, and I'll see you next time.